We were talking about reason or steps taken to prevent or control price rise. It is impossible to prevent price rise. Therefore, government or people try to control price rise. We have already discussed about control on capital investment. In this segment, we are going to discuss about price regulation and rationing. So, during lockdown, there was a ration public free of cost. So, this kind of situation, if something like this situation occurs, like some people are physically challenged or unable to do any kind of work and etc. So, for these kind of people, there is an arrangement done by the government that they do get certain amount of free goods. One of the steps to control price rise is public distribution system, which has been implemented in India since 1977. The objective, which is to provide an income group to low income group of society, the person who do not earn much. For that particular kind of people, this particular arrangement is done. People living below poverty line and people of low income group with essential commodities at reasonable price from fair price store. Fair price store के अंदर इन्हें requirement वाली luxurious item नहीं देता, requirement वाली items जे commodities जे fair price में इनको थोड़ा market करता low rate में मड़ी जाए छे. Today, approximately 4.92 lakh fair price shop are there. Price at this shop are less in comparison to prices in open market. Government pays the difference between the original price and the rate of items at fair price shop. The amount is called subsidy. This public distribution system has become a boon for maintaining the living standard of poor people in situation of artificial scarcity, hoarding and black marketing, in which price rise considerably. In success of this system is mainly dependent on the setting up of the effective administration mechanism for availability and distribution of the required quantity of essential commodities and the honesty and nature of the shopkeeper. So, government को work છે એટલે fair price stock બનાવી નાખી, then જે shopkeeper છે એની honesty જે છે એ properly distribute કરે, એ black ની અંદર વેચે ને, આવું જો proper arrangement થાય તો poor people જે છે કે જે earn ઓછું કરે છે or physically challenge છે કે earn કરી નથી શકતા, એ લોકોને થોડી help થઈ જાય. Fifth one, administered price mechanism to prevent hoarding and maintain the price of essential goods at reasonable level to ensure that is easy availability. The government fixes the price of commodities. It asks fifth one, administered price mechanism. Fifth one, administered price mechanism to prevent hoarding and to maintain the prices of essential goods reasonable level to ensure their easy availability. The government fixes a price of commodities. It asks the traders to sell the goods at fixed prices. To keep price level under control, the government has implemented legislation Essential Commodities Act 1955. Legislation Essential Commodities Act, which was at the time 1955. And if the trader does not sell goods according to the prices fixed by government, it can initiate proceeding under this act and penalize the trader. Government initiates legal proceeding and undertakes intensive campaign against hoarders, black marketers, speculations under PASA, which is a Prevention of Anti-Social Activity Act, to control price rise. government initiate legal proceedings like regulation of stock of commodity gets into go down of traders, checking display of stock register, price register, and take strict punitive action against the culprits. Till recently, the price of onion, rice, cotton, cement, edible oil, petrol, diesel, domestic gas, kerosene, sugar, aluminium, iron, steel, railway, freight, etc. are regulated under the administrative price mechanism. Even some life-saving drugs are also covered under this, and their prices are controlled. Thus, efforts to control price rise are not independent or different from each other, but are complementary to dependent on each other. So, rather than taking scattered one or two steps, anonymously, all the steps will have to be taken. Only then expected result may be obtained. So we cannot choose on doing certain things and not other things. So if we don't want to increase the price, so we should not get involved into any kind of black money activity. We should not do smuggling. If we do fairly all these things, pay our taxes and all, then only it would be able to control the price rise. Scattered steps won't help. There should be a planning, and if we move accordingly, then it might lead to a constant or stable price rise, not continuous and high price rise. Okay, consumer awareness. You have heard this advertisement, Jago Grahak Jago. You should know about being a consumer. You should know about your rights. Okay, so being a people, we require certain food items to eat approximately 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, so we are consumer. We take something from the market and for that we pay something. So we all are consumers. So consumers should know certain things. Nowadays, every person is a consumer in one way or the other. Many items of same feature of different brand are available in market. Illiterate and unaware customers do not have complete knowledge or information about diversity alternative uses of goods, as there are several middlemen between producer and consumer. The consumer is exploited in many ways. So, producers पास and consumers between them there is a mediators. So mediators generally profit gain rather than giving it to the producer. So in a stock consumer should aware કે certain goods છે, MRP છે, બીજી quality છે, અંદર કયા ingredients છે, એ બુકમાં લખેલું દરેક પ્રોડક્ટમાં લખેલું હોય. But the thing is most of Indian people who go to buy this kind of stuff from the grocery stores and etc. has not this manner or not this passion to check on the expiry date and all. So, which is also considered as illiteracy. So, if you are literate people, then it is your prime duty to read in your product that whether it is expired or not, what kind of ingredients are there, what are the portions where this place should be kept. I have seen many times in many shops, Balaji wafers are hanged on the front part of their shops, while on the Balaji wafers there is clearly written that store under the cool dry place, and in the front of sun it is not a cool place. So it is going to harm the nutrients inside that particular food. The system wherein goods and services that the consumer where the goods and service that consumer buys in lieu of money are of good quality, proper weight at a reasonable price is known as consumer protection. Consumer protection is not just an education, but it is a movement of consumer awareness. Consumer awareness is a movement of consumer protection. Consumer protection is well organized program for the people of society to make them mature consumers with help of which anti-consumer activities, exploitations and deception may be faced. Ralph Nader started a movement in America to bring consumer awareness. Thus, he called pioneer of consumer movement. This particular person, Ralph Nader, he was the first person to introduce this kind of consumer awareness. One person should understand the worth of that particular price and should pay only the worth of it. Okay? Just by somebody is giving you this cheapest thing by more decorating it doesn't mean you should buy them. You should understand the worth of each and everything. This is a very important factor because whatever thing is, the main money should be go to the producers who is producing them, not to the mediators. Satisfaction of consumer is our motto. Consumer is a king of market. Such a statement to be exaggerate and deception in present time. Producer extrapreneur or traders produce things as per their ability and convenience, which is on facilities. Later on, they try to attract consumer through advertisement in TV, radio by publishing advertisement in press continuously about mediums like website, hoardings or banners. Because of consumer find it difficult to purchase or choose proper commodities and is guided towards the false way and thus exploited. So what happens? If somebody wants to sell something at high price, so he or that particular product would be there on advertised, websites, everywhere, wherever you go. It could be multimedia, it could be television, it could be radio show. You will listen now, every now and then you will listen advertise of this particular thing. So by the publicity of this particular thing, whenever you go to market without thinking about anything, you will just randomly pick that particular thing, because it is a psychology that the thing which you see more time, you will kind of start liking that particular thing. So this kind of psychological trick is used by the producers or sellers, distributors, publicitors to sell their expensive thing to the consumer, even if there is a cheaper version is also there in the market. Forms of consumer exploitations. Consumers are exploited by producers and traders in different ways, which is given below. He is exploited by providing commodities of less weight than the one printed on the packet. Second, by providing slightly defective or fake commodity or goods. Overpricing, price જે હોય એના કરતા વધારે દે, વજન જેટલું હોય એના કરતા ઓછું દે, અથવા થોડીક એવી ડિફેક્ટ વાળી વસ્તુઓ પકડાવી આપે. By providing adulterated goods which are dangerous or harmful for health. So adulterate આપણે 9th સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ની અંદર સ્ટડી કરી શકા, કોઈક વસ્તુ જે છે એની સાથે એની મળતી વસ્તુ જે છે એને મિક્સ કરી દો તો which is a adulterate, મતલબ એનું જે ન્યુટ્રિશન્સ છે એને ડિક્રીઝ કરી નાખે. લાઈક તમે સાંભળ્યું જ હશે કે મરચાની ભૂકીની અંદર કલર એડ કરવામાં આવે, વધારે રેડ દેખાય એટલા માટે, શાઇની દેખાય એટલા માટે. So we have also encountered this kind of thing in lower standard also. So we should know that how do we detect the adulteration into it. Unsatisfactory after sales service, that is not providing construction goods or service as per determined condition in providing electricity, banking, insurance, telephone and medical facilities. Seller or trader shows negligence and humiliate customer by cheating in selection of goods by attracting and deceptive advertisement, by adopting malpractice of selling, by selling fake goods in such a manner that they cause physical as well as mental harassment. By creating artificial scarcity and by not providing complete information, consumer is treated. Sometimes what happens, the dealer or shopkeeper do not provide entire information about the stuff. If sometimes this also happens, some people are not literate enough or do not know to read about it. So while buying certain things, if there is a free thing, so they are not giving it to you. If they are not putting entire effort to explain what is right and wrong, like they try to sell you the cheap one or the bad version or fake items. So these are considered as a customer exploitation. मतलब જે ખરીદદાર છે એની પાસેથી વધારે પૈસા અડાવીને એને વસ્તુ જે છે એની ક્વોલિટી પ્રોપર આપવી નહીં. Reason for customer exploitation. Consumer is himself or herself responsible. Traders, producers, organizers take undue advantage of consumer by exploiting them in different ways because of ignorance, lack of awareness, illiteracy, lack of tendency to become organized, and of course lack of preparation and tendency to fight legally against the exploitation. So consumer જે છે એ પોતે જ responsible છે આ behavior માટે, because એ પોતાના rights ને જાણતા નથી. જાણે છે તો એને law માં કે ફાઇટ કરવામાં ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ નથી, અને લો ને ફાઇટ કરવામાં ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ છે, જાણે છે છતાં સોસાયટીના કારણે થોડુંક લિમિટમાં આવી. અને સો these are the factors on which only consumer, he or she self is responsible. Next is limited information. In capitalized economy, the producer and seller are free to produce or sell any commodities or service in any quantity. There are no specific rules regarding their prices and quality. Regulation wherever they are. The rules are not followed strictly. In such a situation, in absence of true knowledge or information about usefulness of product, quality and maintenance conditions of use, after sale service, warranty or guarantee, etc., the consumer is not given complete information about the commodity. Thus, due to limited information and lack of understanding, consumer tends to make mistake. So sometimes what happens, a particular thing do not have entire information about. It could be about ingredients, it could be about any other things. So if there is not complete information is given to you, how much maximum money should be paid inside the Gujarat or outside Gujarat or inside any state or outside of any state, the basic information, how to have it, what kind of dosage should be of it, that could be in the medicinal field, but this kind of information are lacking, then it may cause the harmful effect to the consumers. Next is limited supply. When supply of product or service is not in accordance with demand, artificial scarcity is created. Thus, scarcity is created due to hoarding by traders, producers, betting or natural calamities. In such a situation, traders take advantage by overpricing. So, improper supply of commodities in market is also responsible for exploitation of consumers. If there is a limited supply, somehow the supply is stopped or kept by the mediators or businessmen and all. So somehow artificial scarcity is generated, and because of the scarcity, people can ask for more money to buy small or tiny things. Next is limited competition. When a single producer or a group of producers have their monopoly in production and sale of commodity or service, then due to lack of other alternative producers exploit the consumer in different way in limited or monopolized market. The consumer is dumped with defective services and commodities of low quality. So if there is a won't be competition, through competition હશે તો એક પ્રાઇસ કરતા બીજી વસ્તુ જે છે એને બેટર બનાવવાનો કે પ્રાઇસ જે છે પ્રોડક્શન કોસ્ટ એને ડિક્રીઝ કરવાની કોમ્પિટિશન ચાલ્યા રાખશે. But if bunch of people combine together and does this thing, then it is difficult, or this is how customer is getting exploited.